Hello, my name is Jeremy. I'm the founder of LATT SEO, and I work with e-commerce brands to help them generate more sales online from organic search or SEO. What I'm doing in this video is an audit for Jenny Bick, especially from an SEO perspective, to see if there are any ways their site can be improved to generate more traffic online and more sales. So first thing I like to do is look at this tool here called Ahrefs, and generally just looking at referring domains and domain rating initially, and then we'll dig into keyword data to see how else their site can be in the rankings can be improved. So a referring domain, if you're unfamiliar, is a unique instance of a different website on the internet linking to you. And the reason we look at these is because Google looks at them as votes of confidence. You want to have trusted sites linking to you. And when you do, generally your domain rating or DR tends to increase as well. Now, DR is on a 0 to 100 scale and essentially lets us know how strong a domain is and also how competitive a keyword or phrase is likely to be based on the other site's ranking for that keyword and based on their domain rating. Now, the other thing to look at here is the chart at the bottom here that looks at the organic traffic in orange and the referring domains in blue. And it looks like they've had a significant ramp up in referring domains, and traffic overall is trending upward, even though there's been a little dip here. So nothing major going on here in terms of sometimes what will happen is referring domains will spike up and traffic will drop, and that could be caused by an algorithm update or negative links or something like that. But it looks like in general, from a quick view, there's nothing that seems to be negative from this impact here. So that's good to see. Now, next thing to look at then would be keyword data for them. And I have pulled up already the keywords for Jenny Bick that they're ranking for. And you can see here 7,172 different keywords. And this basically lets us know and lets us look from a high level view to see what keyword opportunities they may have to rank better for based on search volume, number one, and then figuring out user intent or searcher's intent when you're looking at these keywords. And what I mean by that is something super broad in terms of a keyword may not be a good opportunity to rank for, even if there is search volume for it. So one of the opportunities here is custom planner. 3,000 people search this each month, and they're at number 47 for it. So big opportunity to improve rankings for this. And if they were, somebody who's searching for a custom planner is pretty targeted in terms of what they're looking for. So they understand they're looking for a planner, and if you can solve that searcher's need, chances are you have a good opportunity to turn them into a customer. So what I want to do is look at search results here and see, does it make sense even for Jenny Bick to compete for this term? And to do that, initially I like to look at DR or domain rating again. And again, remember this is on 0 to 100 scale. So we have personalplanner.com, DR 29, Eric Condren, 71, So Typical Me, 20, 47, 30, 77, 60, 29, and 44 on page 1. And again, Jenny Bick is 43. So yes, they absolutely could compete for this term based on that data point alone. Other things to look at then would be the content and some of the titles, which I'll get to in a second with a different tool to dig into some of the optimization factors that can and should be improved if they wanted to rank this page better for a term like custom planner or customizable planner. Other thing to look at is the domain column here. And if you recall just a minute ago, I mentioned referring domains or links to your site. This is looked at on a domain basis, but also a page by page basis. And what you can see here then is personalplanner.com, they have 497 other domains on the internet linking to this page. So it's going to be easier for them to, in general, to rank for a keyword their page is optimized for if they have more trusted links. And it looks like they do have quite a few. And then Eric Condren 124, So Typical Me 173, Plum Paper 867, 309. So you kind of get the point there. And Jenny Bick has 0. So essentially the other way to look at this is there are 0 other websites on the internet voting to Google or other search engines that this page on Jenny Bick should rank for a term that they're optimized for compared to some of these other sites at the top here. So that would be a big gap to work to bridge as well. And the other big key here is from a linking perspective, backlinks, quality is way better than quantity in most cases, depending on, now let me back up one step here. If you can get a large quantity of high quality backlinks, that's going to beat just one or two high quality backlinks in many cases. So there's a number of factors at play there, but that would be a big gap to work to bridge if they wanted to rank better for this page specifically. Now, other thing to look at then would be the page itself and content. And one other note here. So this page, this is on Jenny Bix, the page we were just talking about. The keyword they're optimized for here is undated planners, which is fine. However, if they wanted to improve search volume or search traffic for a term, undated journal or undated planner only gets about 20 searches per month, whereas customizable planner 2,300. So there may be less. Let's just look at undated journal here and see. So it looks like less competitive term here, which is not surprising because so few people search it. And perfect example here for the term undated journal, it looks like Jenny Bick is ranking number 2. The amount of traffic they're getting for this is 5 visitors per month. Now, if we look at, again, back to the custom planner search results here, the number 2 ranking website, Eric Condren, gets 3,357 searches, or excuse me, 3,357 visitors or traffic to their site every month for this term. So big opportunity to look at keyword volume and user intent when figuring out what keywords you should rank for. So the other thing then to look at would be what else or what could Jenny Bick do on this page specifically or on a page on the site to improve their chances for ranking better for a keyword like custom planner. So I like to use a tool here called Surfer SEO. And what we do is we put the keyword in here, so custom planner, and then we put the URL that we want to rank for. So in this case, we're using the undated planners page because that's the one that they currently have rankings for. And what this shows us then is an average of the top 5 ranking sites in Google for this key phrase, and gives us an idea as to what we should have on a site in terms of content, keyword density, H tags, and things like that. So first thing to look at would be just some keyword density opportunities here. And personalized planner would be one. And you can see here, it's suggested to have that key phrase listed on the page 1 time, and Jenny Bick has it 0. Custom planner, suggested to have it 2 to 4, they have it 0, and so on. Now some of these don't make sense, so I just skip over them, but it gives an idea as to how many times a keyword or phrase should be on your or in your content. Next thing to look at then would be adding 2 to 4 exact keywords in the body. And essentially what that means is to have the key phrase custom planner in your content exactly as that key phrase 2 to 4 times. And you can see here personal planner has it twice, so typical me has it 4 times, and Agendio has it twice. So a gap there as well. Add 1 exact keyword in the H1. And if you're unfamiliar, the H1 generally is the title of the page. It's usually the most important keyword or phrase, and also the biggest description for what the page is about to a search engine, aside from the page title. So in terms of content, H1 it should be, in most cases, the most important or primary topic of a page. And so it's recommending to add 1 exact keyword in the H1. So instead of undated planners here, this would be custom planner or custom planners or customized planner. And again, this page itself doesn't have to change. These recommendations could be used to build a different collection type page and still have these same planners in here and work to rank for both undated and custom planners. And so if we look at the H1 here, personal planner has it in there 1 time exactly, nobody else does. Add 1 exact keyword in the title, so typical me has it, nobody else does. So the other thing here is SEO is kind of an art and a science, because not every single one of these ranking sites has the exact same title. So you can see here for personal planner, they have customize a personal planner. Eric Condren just has planners. So typical me has custom planner, custom planners. So you kind of get the point here. There's some nuance with this as well. And again, you can test different keywords and phrases in titles and within content as well to see how that impacts rankings, because Google doesn't necessarily or will not rank every single site just because you have the exact same title. So that's what I see when I look at Jenny Bick's site compared to some of the competitor sites, and looking at what can be done to improve rankings for a phrase like custom planner. And this is essentially what I would do to look at a site to see and determine what needs to be done to help rank better. So hopefully this video provided you some value, and that's it. That's all I got for you right now. I'd love to see you on the next one, and subscribe if this is something that is of interest and or value to you. Thanks. See you on the next one.